had 2 wives there, so I grew up in a polygamous home.
So even your grandparents, they were polygamous, both for your father and your mother?
For my father, I don't know enough, but I don't think they were polygamous. But for my mom, I'm so sure they were polygamous.
One thing I'm grateful for, you see, for me, hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Gen Z Life, and we are back with another banger, another episode on the chat today. I'm Imani, and this is
Gloria.
Yeah, and today guys, we're going to talk about polygamous and monogamous family. Welcome guys.
Okay, so what family setup did you grow up in?
As for me, I'm so thankful. I grew up in a monogamous, that is, has one father and one mother, and it's just made up of a family, brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Myself, I grew up in a polygamous family, and when I say a polygamous family, I mean polygamous because even my mother, the father had 2 wives. And I visited them a lot, and also in our home our dad had 2 wives there, so I grew up in a polygamous home.
So even your grandparents, they were polygamous, both for your father and your mother?
For my father, I don't know enough, but I don't think they were polygamous. But for my mom, I'm so sure they were polygamous.
One thing I'm grateful for, you see, for me, both sides, my grandfather and my grandmother's side, maternal and paternal, all of them, none were polygamous. They had one wife.
I would really want to that feeling of a monogamous family, because all I know about is a polygamous home, and you know, in a polygamous home you are always fighting. Kila siku watoto wa ule bibi mwingine siji wanatufanya ngaje. Yeah, and if you come from those deep polygamous homes from Ushago, unajua kuna aspect yenye watu wanasema wametroga. Yeah, it is normal in our homes. Yeah.
For us, our family, it is so nice because what we fight for, because as we are 3 girls, what we fight for most is affection. Because having 3 girls and having one dad, you always kill them, daddy, daddy, this, that. So they end up saying, because you guys are fighting for affection.
You know why? In our home, affection was not even the story. Like my father's, in my father, we are 8 of us. Like we are 8, and when we are 8, I am the 6th born. Now in my father, you are a lot, and you want attention from the same person, and you end up not getting it. Like I remember me, I never slept in the same house with my father.
How?
I don't know how that feels like.
Wait.
I've never experienced that.
So like each and every time your father would come home, he would just be coming to visit. Then
no, my father was always home, but my father slept in a different house with my mother. We slept in a different house with my sisters.
So children were separated.
Children were separated from parents. If God. That is what, like children we stay together. Parents with the last born now.
Wow.
Yeah, so the rest of you will sort yourselves out.
For us, in the evening, our father has to come home, like he's always there. And some points, one thing that I used to, it's nice to have a father at home, but one thing I used to hate sometimes is like you want to switch a channel, or you want to watch something, you're watching a movie at night, then he's there in the sitting room like this. He's sleeping. Ukiguza very much. Now watch news. That's the only thing. You guys are having fun. You're making a ambia watoto nyamaza. is going on?
And you know, for you, what comes in your mind when you hear of father?
One thing for me, fatherhood entails a lot actually, but when I hear the word father, he's a protector.
Yeah.
He's a provider. He's the head of the family, and he's always there. Like for us, mcheki ladies and I'm so sure mwizi akikuja, I won't be the first person to go and confront him at the door, because there is always a father in the house. And I'm like, daddy kuna mtu anagonga kwa mlango. Or if it's later, daddy kuna mtu kwa gate, because you know there is a father who's the protector.
Sure.
Like he's ready to lay his life down for you guys. Like that is so nice for me.
For me, when I hear the word father, I think of a lion.
Why I like that?
You correct every mistake. You sort yourself. Kama ni kwenda kuomba kitabu yako imeisha, you have to sit down and prep.
What?
You're like, nitasemaje? Daddy, kitabu yangu ya science imeisha. Enda ulete nione. Anachukua kitabu, he checks. Hapa haukuandika kwa nini? Unachunwa. Enda ujaze hapa ndio kuja uniombe kesho. But one thing I'm so sure is that we loved our father. As much as he was not so close to us because he was a lion. I don't know why. Maybe he has his own reasons. Yeah, but we really loved him. And for me, a father to me means provider. We never lacked when our father was around. We never. When I say never, I didn't know what poverty was. Do you know, in our village, I used to think we were the richest even in the world. I used to think if you combine the whole world, maybe we are top 10 there. We had everything we wanted anytime. Wow. Yeah, but of course with rules. Yeah, and we had a store for food. Shakahola was far from us. Like we could never hear of Shakahola.
Actually, I agree. For me, I agree so much. For us, you know, at that time, our father, as much as our father used to work, and he'd go out with his friends, he would always come back at night and tell our mother, I'm sure Toto Akule. As much as he's having fun outside, he always brings out for the children.
And he will have fun with you people in mind.
Do you know, Kutu, sometimes when I was young, would eat china nyama in the morning. Because we had surplus like this. Wow. China nyama a lot. Like that.
China nyama. Hata mimi ningekuwa hivyo, I swear.
China nyama choma in the morning.
Okay, so what do you think are the advantages of growing up in a monogamous home? Let us start with monogamous.
For me, the affection, you know, as much as there is always a favorite child to every parent, but in a good monogamous home, affection is distributed equally, so that hakuna ule mwenye feel like I'm being left out, you know, these people don't love me. Am I really from this family? Yeah. But I can say affection is shown across all the children fairly, so that if it's providing school fees, clothing, uniforms, everything, it's the same for all children. So I can say I've received affection from a father, a mother, brothers and sisters, and it is nice and it is warm.
Oh yeah, sure. And about that, I also would want to express that when you grow up in a monogamous home, you are always secure.
About what?
You know, like my father got me, or it is my father has my back, my mother's there, my brothers are there, and like in a polygamous home, you people are always wondering, hata kama Imani anasema ananipenda, is it true? Yeah, is it true? You are always worried, and you don't know. You see in families kuna kugombana, kuna kuvutana sometimes, na kuna pia mapenzi. While in a monogamous home mkigombana na siblings wenyu ni normal, in a polygamous home mkigombana na siblings wenyu ni wivu.
Yeah, and chances of recovering, like as much as tumegombana, for us to make up, it takes time.
Sure.
Sometimes you can end up not making up about kenye mliargue.
Yeah, and then what I want to talk about a polygamous home is the fact that you children are you suffer the consequences of the choices of your parents.
That's true.
Especially if you're a child to the second wife. Sometimes inakaa ni kama ni nyinyi na mama yenu mlikuja kudistract the peace of the home.
That's true.
You are not aware of the choice. You also found yourself there. Yet mostly you can really suffer the consequences, especially if people are not open-minded. You see, if you're open-minded, you will know that the child is not
the problem.
Yeah, it's the parent, and maybe the parent is not the problem, because you know some men lie.
They do.
Ati unaishi na nani? Naishi na watoto wa sister yangu na watoto wake.
Wait on that note, let me tell you. I've ever met someone kwa bus while I was going to work. So this guy, he was looking nice actually. He asked me, can you have my number? I was like, okay, we can exchange contacts. Then the guy, while talking, introducing one another, he says, me, I said I'm single. He says he's also single. He does not have a family.
Sure.
Later on, we're talking. Then one day, I call him. He's like for example, nampigia namba, hello. He's like, hello, hi, how are you doing? I'm like, namuuliza, why are you talking as if you have a wife in the house? He's like, yes, I have a wife. And I was like, but you said you were not married. Because I had to tell me he has 2 children. And I'm like, why do men lie?
Sure.
Basis that you're married. Just tell me I am married. Is it that mnaogopanga ukiambia mtu married?
No,
what want to interact with you anymore?
They are married, what they say? No. I'm married, but I don't love my wife. She's there because sababu ya watoto. Hata ni watoto naangalia, hata siongeangi na yeye. Man, spare us the lies.
I know.
Yeah, sure.
We'd never want to break other women's houses or homes, because even me, I'd never want something like that to happen to my home.
Yeah.
Just say the truth. I'm married, man. I'd love to be your friend. Something like that.
But if you are married, I bet there are some sacrifices mtu anafaa to kumake, man.
Like
if you're married, please, you had time to choose. Stick to your wife.
I know.
Hataki kumwagiwa maji huku nje moto tukitwa homebreaker.
By the way, sikomoso anasemanga forgetting all others.
Yeah.
And choosing to cling on this one.
Yeah.
Why did you mbona hapo hivyo kusema excuse me pastor?
Na before muowe, please kujeni tao 5 jioni. Usample madem. Ndio ukisettle useme nimeona wengi lakini unawashinda wote. Hapo alafu unagundua kuna wasichana wanataka kushinda bibi yako.
Kama amemwaga best.
Utembea Nairobi 5 jioni kama umetoka job.
Mother, let me share. Nairobi kila kitu inamwagwa jioni. Hata ukitaka kupata nguo fiti, shoes, everything in the evening. So hadi madem inafunguliwa in the evening. Alafu hapo hivyo hao ndo career women. Hiyo ndo bed inafunguliwa in the evening.
Yeah, chagua tu wako hapo town Nairobi.
Hata ushago manzi.
Usioe kabla hujakuja Nairobi. Na ukiwa kabla hujakuja Nairobi, please stay at home. Kwa sababu kuja Nairobi, you can get confused.
So wao ni koshago nitembee Nairobi, ndo nirudi oshago ndo ni make up kana nataka nyumbani. Ama nataka city.
Yeah, sure. Juu hadi ukitembea tao jioni, unajulizanga kwani naishi wapi?
I know.
People are pretty.
Why? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hadi mimi natembea there, I'm like, oh my God. The world has a lot to offer. Wow. But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Everyone is beautiful. It's only that beauty is out there. It's only that not everyone can see beauty.
Yeah.
For you, I might see beauty in you, but another person might not see it. Beauty is everywhere. You know, until you take time and see, that's when you'll notice beauty.
Okay, back to our topic. I also feel like if you choose a monogamous family, you have chose war.
Yeah, that's true.
Ukiamua tu leo, like, I feel like adding a second wife. Be ready. Tafuta judge, tafuta lawyer. Cases left, right, center. Be a judge, please. If you want a second, a third wife, be a judge. because kutakwanga na always huyu amenifanyia madharau au wanatusingi wale sijui amefanya nini.
You're paying school fees for that other woman's child. You're not paying for my nini.
Blue house wangu wako banda. And ukiangalia hizo shule ni the same thing.
Close to, yeah.
But unasikia ule ako blue house wangu wako banda. Kwa nini?
But there, can I ask you something? I wonder how that man, like, how is his mental state like? Because I'm wondering, as you are emotional beings, sometimes even I can be very happy and I don't know what is making me happy, or I can be very sad and I don't know what is making me sad.
Yeah.
So imagine you have all these women's emotions on the line. How do you manage them when everyone is complaining, everyone is shouting, and you're there?
Najulisanga nini? How do they love 2 people or 3 people equally? You definitely not love one of them. You don't love one of them. For sure.
May guess the other one came out of last. You just lasted on that woman and you wanted her.
Yeah. When you mongo, you can't tell me I love my 2 women. I love them to death.
I love the 4 women.
I love the 5 women.
If I quit a polygamy, that's just an open relationship for the guy, not for the woman.
Sure.
Because you have a lot of, I always say, if my husband says he wants to bring in a second wife, then he should be like what? He should allow you to bring someone else, because it's an open relationship.
Have you ever seen that meme of like, would you want threesome? Yes, if I'm choosing the 3rd person.
Wait, like, if your husband asks you whether you want a threesome, then if I'm not bringing now you might bring in another guy.
No, I choose another girl now. But you know what I do? An ugly girl, probably from Wishagana,
but trust me, we lose appetite. And I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, that's why I choose it. If my husband wants to be polygamous, I'll be like, I'm bringing the second one.
I'm the one choosing.
Yeah, I'm the one choosing. Yeah, just to bring me all the people you want, I will choose one of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Okay, one thing, I know of polygamous homes that are so close.
Oh yeah, true.
They are close to each other. There is no strife. There is no bitterness. They actually help each other. If you are a man and you are already in a polygamous state of life, please fight to bring your families together.
Yeah.
Let them know, if for example our father's name is Alucheri, mtu asiseme mimi ni mtoto wa maybe Lydia ama mimi ni mtoto wa Mary. Like, they should be like, mimi ni mtoto wa Alucheri.
Oh yeah.
It will bring more peace, and the families that have supported each other in that way, they grow. Let me tell you, Mane, when my grandfather passed on, it was like we were fighting for the body.
I cannot imagine it is, yeah.
Na tulikuwa tunaonwa hivi, tunarushiwa matusi, and we know we are the younger ones.
Or the last wife's family.
Yeah, we are the last wife's family. Tulikuwa tunaonwa hivi, unasikia umetusiwa. You didn't know when your grandfather decided that was the way to go. You are there as a consequence of circumstances.
I am wondering if the husband passes on, which he will be buried at which woman's family. For example,
according to the traditional culture, he should be buried in the first wife's home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you see, when my grandfather passed on, the elder wife was already like long ago, but now he was taken back there. Immediately he died.
And maybe even he never loved that woman. He loved the 3rd wife or the last wife.
I don't want to talk about love because I was not even there when that woman died. I've never seen her. But now our grandfather spent most of the time at my grandmother's home. I don't know kama ni juu yendi alikuwa amebaki. I don't know the reason. But Adi, I remember there was a time my grandfather was arguing. Alikuwa anasema azikwe na parents wake kama ni lazima azikwe uko juu. And my grandmother was like, no, you will be buried at your wife's place. And for me, my grandmother also passed on, but I was sad. My grandmother's grave is alone.
In her homestead?
Yeah. Oh. So most probably she will be alone till Jesus comes. Yeah. And I bet it's lonely even at death. It's lonely. You don't have someone by your side.
Yeah. It is me, I don't want to grow old with my husband,
Yeah.
And know that he's still there with me. And sure. I cannot imagine even I'm old and I'm still sharing affection with another woman.
Imagine. But you know what happens? If the husband dies first and leaves 2 women, high chances those women will be friends.
Yeah, because they have no one else. And that is when they're growing old.
Yeah.
Trust me, that is during our grandma's time. This era, we are digital grandmas.
Guy,
you move on.
Drama. Upate baby mama na dandia gari yenyu. Mnakata kumbeba. Akona mtoto hapo kwa mlango.
When we be grandmas, it will not be like our grandparents' times.
Yeah, sure.
At this time, you look for a Ben 10. Now, at that time, our shows did not have time to look for. Or maybe they used to, but it was not that common. But Sahi, having a Ben 10, it's like something which is normal.
Yeah,
you
sure.
Can be your husband passes on, then you're like, I'm going to look for a Ben 10.
I'm still young.
I'm getting myself a man.
Yeah. Okay. For me, Imani, I would really want my children to grow up in a monogamous home.
That's true.
Like, that is my wish, because I don't want my children washinde wakikuwa worried, wanafaa kulava wase wengine pia.
No, but me, the fact that they'll just have divided attention from their father.
Exactly.
And feel like the other family is loved more. Oh, my dad loves these other son more than I do. Unajua hapo pia kuna hiyo pressure to compare yourself. Ama is it that I'm not performing well like how so and so's child is doing? That's why my father does not love me.
Does not love me.
I don't know, blah blah blah. For me, I'd want to, like, even for me as a wife, I'd want to see my husband every day in our bed, every evening. I cannot imagine tunashare Tuesday uko kwangu. The next time I'm seeing you is on a Friday.
Imani, I better die husbandless than die in a polygamous home.
Siko bad.
Afadhali mseme, like, she didn't have a man. She was alone. Nobody wanted her. Afadhali mseme hivyo. Afadhali mseme she was ugly that nobody wanted her. She mseme, huyu ndio bibi wa kwanza wa marehemu. Ebu bibi wa pili yako wapi aje? And then you know the second wife wanapanga always kwa game. Anasema,
what about the last wife?
Mzee alikuanga kwangu, hata hiyo siku alikufa alikuwa ametoka kwangu. So you look like you're the one who doesn't take care of your mzee. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know. I was to say something. Hiyo mambo ya mzee tu pia we.
Uko like bwanangu, unasahau bwana yetu.
Zuchu says that in one of her songs, that your husband is always complaining. You don't know how to cook. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. So I cannot imagine. My husband has been complaining about my cooking. So the fact that you don't
and
like
he's
my
been complaining,
cooking,
he's been complaining to another woman.
Yeah. Come and tell me, by the way, I don't like, babe, would you mind changing how you cook? Because I like my food with a little salt.
No, how you will know it. Utakuwa umekosana na huyo second wife. Na atakutusi. Your husband.
Husband is complaining.
Yeah. Ati uje kupika. That's why he married me. That is how you will find out about it.
Me, I'd never want to have any nyumba ndogo in my family. Trust me. Nah. No.
Okay, if you come to my funeral and I don't have a husband, just know he wanted a polygamous home.
Just me. When it teaches, sometimes I always say, I have to fight with my husband, like, sorry, with another woman for the sake of a man.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, my husband, but I am leaving you.
Exactly.
There is no way we are fighting.
Adios.
Let that woman. Bye. Boy, bye.
Mommy, we've not fought, but you win.
You're giving up, Ali.
I give up. But I cannot.
No. For me, if you love me
do you
too,
know,
I know
what fighting for a woman, for a man means. Mmoja wenu atakuwa anaenda kuomba kanisani, mmoja akienda kwa waganga.
And that is true.
Mmoja wenu atakuwa anaongea na watu vizuri ili apate friends on her side, mmoja wenu anaku bad mouth. You choose fighting all day. Mtoto wako hata kwa analipiwa school fees mapema jule bibi mwingine amesema bibi yako mkubwa aliongea vibaya.
But nowadays, okay, I think polygamous, some women just choose to be second wives, yeah? Now wengine are there because they were conned. The husband lied. This man lied about having the first family. But nowadays it's so hard to find a woman who's comfortable being the second wife. Though I'm not that entirely sure, because some women just want to be second wives.
Imagine you just find out siku moja unainboxiwa na dem, alafu unaangalia watoto wake wanafanya na watoto wako. Because and then the woman, just say, wives society, some of them are so peaceful. Anakuja tu anakuambia, mami ulidanganywa. Pole, acha mimi nilidanganywa. Tuko hapa wote. So what do we do? Do you leave my husband for me? Or imagine you leave.
Imagine I'm the first wife and then I receive a phone call. Ati, wewe ndo unaibanga mabwana za watu.
Exactly.
I'm not ready to receive a call like that. I'm not ready to receive a call like that.
Okay. That is it for today, guys. You can comment down below your reasons of not wanting a monogamous or polygamous home. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. See you in our next episode. Bye.